Hey, it's Emarue from the City School Student Media Team, and welcome to CTE Explained, a series where we dive deep into the CTE programs in our schools, talk to real students, and get a real feel for what it's like. Today we're focused on the EMT program at Dunbar High School. From evaluating patients to getting career ready, they're doing it all, so let's go. So today we're all about Dunbar's EMT program. Here I have two of the best students in the program, Tara and Jada, here to show us a little bit about what they do every day. All right, so what do we have here?
This is the A.E.D.
What does it do?
This is to shock someone if they're unconscious while you're doing CPR.
What kind of situation would this be used in?
If you're in a pool and you drown, and then once they're given it's always used for CPR. So to bring somebody back to life, to get their heart moving.
So it's like standard?
Yes.
All right, cool. What do we have over here?
This is a cervical collar.
What do you use these for?
We use these for a trauma patient to keep their head stable so they won't injure their spine. Or if they have any injuries, we just put this on them.
Are these used in every trauma situation or just specific ones?
Every trauma situation.
How do you put it on? Yeah, show me how do you put it on.
You measure the person's neck with your fingers, and then you use this and put it wherever your finger lands, and then put it this on.
That's pretty cool. All right, let's go check out the other side of the lab. What do we have over here?
Over here, we have the oral airways. Is to access the airway of someone that is unconscious, or maybe you're trying to clear out their airway, so you need to put these in, get it clear.
So this is like a standard part of like a EMT's kit?
Yes, so you would measure it by putting it on the side of the face, and it has to, the ends of both sides have to be on the edge of the mouth and the earlobe to see if it actually would fit perfectly in their mouth.
All right, and what kind of situation would this be used in?
Person was unconscious, and it's to get their tongue out of the way of them breathing if you're trying to get them back to life.
All right, so who's this guy over here? What kind of things do you do with the mannequin? With like its functions and whatnot?
We put him on a stretcher to see how it works. We do CPR on him.
So this is basically like a fully functional, like human. This is like state-of-the-art technology for EMT to have practice on, right?
Yes.
That's pretty cool to have in this program. All right, thanks for showing us around. Let's head over to the mannequin so she can give us a demonstration on CPR. All right, so Tara and Jada are gonna show us about the procedures it would take to help somebody that is unconscious and in need of CPR.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So, I will come in, I would say, ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay? And then if she doesn't respond, then we go about CPR. First, we check the pulse to see if there's any pulse beating, and then you check to see if there's chest rise and fall. If there isn't any, then they would need CPR. You have to expose the chest, so you pull it up, put your hand down the chest, and start CPR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 28, 29, 30.
So you're trying to get her heart to start?
Yes.
Is it her heart to start? That's cool.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
How many times
7,
can you
8,
do this?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 26, 27, 28, 29,
So what's the next
30.
step?
We switch
We
and
switch, and he needs you to go and grab the A.E.D.
All right, I read that. I remember that. All right, so what do we need out of here?
You turn the A.E.D. on first, and then you apply the pads.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest. Plug in pads connector.
it shows you where exactly to put it in there.
One goes here, and one goes over here. Then you turn this on.
All right, so what does this thing do?
Analyzing heart
It
rhythm.
analyzes the heart
Do
rhythm.
not
So
touch the
it can
patient.
tell what type of shock that it needs. Stay clear of the patient.
Shock advised. Charging. Stay clear of patient. Deliver shock now. Press the orange button now.
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
Shock delivered.
All right, so if this were a real person, what would that have done?
It would have pushed
Shock
the
the
chest
checkup.
up.
And then you just reapply that CPR?
You do CPR again until they wake up, if they wake up.
All right, so what certifications do you need to like get out of this program?
You have to go to the fire department, and then you have to graduate from the fire academy, and then you become a firefighter, EMT, or a paramedic.
Jada, you're a senior. Having all this EMT knowledge, what are your plans for next year?
When I graduate, I want to go into the fire academy and then become an EMT, so while I'm in college, I can be getting money. And then when I graduate college, I want to become a labor and delivery nurse.
So what are your plans after you graduate, having all this EMT knowledge?
After I graduate, I'm going to go straight to the fire academy. And once I graduate from the fire academy, after taking all of my tests and doing all of my ride-alongs on EMT, I will become a firefighter EMT. And that's what I want my career to be.
So what about this program do you think would be enticing or cool for 8th graders to know about?
I'd say that this program has a lot of hands-on training.
Training is important because when you go out in the field, you would have to know you would know exactly what to do. Help you for after you graduate, so you'll already be experienced.
All right, big thanks to Tara and Jada for showing us around the EMT department. I wish you luck on your journey. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we had a great time learning about all the opportunities you can find at Dunbar's CTE EMT program. This has been another segment of CTE Explained. I'm Emarue Barber for the City Schools Student Media Team. See you at the next Pathway.